Make sure you stick around at the end of this video. We're going to be announcing the giveaway winner for the $500 Sandware GTs. Now, that giveaway was worldwide. If you missed it, you guys got to watch every video. We never know when it's happening. Today, we're here to check out some more Temu stuff. It's been a little while, but we're getting back to our roots. I know how much you guys like the Temu videos. We have some awesome turbo fans, some cool lights, some displays, and some potential scams. All right, first up. Now, this one is already out of the box. Here's the box it came in. First thing about this. This is a headlamp that only costs about $4 US. Now, the main reason this one's out of the box, I needed a light, and this light has been my go-to. W689-3. You have light 1, light 2, light 3, and light 4. Now you notice I was clicking twice in between each one. Each one has 2 dimmable settings. Now, I have been using this light quite a bit. So for starters, is this the brightest light in the world? No, absolutely not. But it's pretty bright. It fits on the head well. It seems to be built pretty well. And guys, this thing was only $4. So far, there's really only 2 downsides to this light that I have seen. And at $4 for the whole light, they're kind of hard to consider downsides. Downside number 1, it is USB Type-C, which you guys know I love, but it's not an actual USB Type-C. It is the right plug, but this is not going to charge on any high-speed adapters. So basically, any cable that goes from USB-C to USB-C, it's likely not going to charge this. Now, if you have one that goes from USB Type-A to USB Type-C, it's going to put the right voltage out because there's no smart board in here. So this isn't going to charge super fast either. But again, let's keep in mind, this is $4. It lasts about an hour and a half to 2 hours on the single bar bright white. Now, is that fantastic? No. But at this price, because you could buy 4 or 5 of these things for the cost of one halfway decent headlamp, and you just keep them in a rotation. Given the charge time on these is only about an hour because the battery size isn't huge, but this is a huge win. Highly recommend right here. Links will be down below if they work. You guys know how Temu is. Now, these are something I've been wanting to check out for a while. This is an LED matrix panel. Inside the box, we have the actual LED panel, little instruction guide. We have ourselves a USB Type-C to USB Type-A controller with a switch. We also have ourselves a remote control. And then it comes with some double-sided sticky tape. Now, something to say about this in here real quick is the prices on this thing are all over. I usually check the prices when I order them, and then again when I go to film the video. When I ordered this, it was about $33. At the time of filming this video, it's $40. So, you know, shop around a bit. And I wouldn't suggest using honey to do that. If you guys don't know why, let me know down below if you don't know why you shouldn't use honey, and maybe I'll make a specific video just on that. All right, so coming into the actual panel without even turning it on, check out how cool that looks. So it seems to have this full layer of this type of epoxy sealant over top, fully exposed. That just looks super cool. Yeah, this cable right here, it's 5 volt, 2 amps. This thing is a good 10 feet long. So you can easily mount this up above a door, over a desk, something fun like that. So right here on the side, you're gonna see your USB Type-C connection. Go ahead and plug it in. And then, whoa, check that out. Wow, that looks fantastic. So I was already in the on position, but man, look at that. That is way better than I expected. Right off the bat, obviously, I don't know how long this thing is gonna last, but upfront quality, that is really cool. So cool thing about something like this, 1, it's flexible. 2, with how thin this is built and that it's flexible, you could build this in to different things. You can make your own custom frame, or you could just hang it above the wall with your double-sided sticky tape. That is super cool. Gonna click through some of the presets here. It looks like another use for this is to put this in your back window and act as blinkers. Does your kid need a nightlight? Do you want to be different? Who wants to plug in one of those little bulb socket things? Get something like this. This is crazy cool. The app is called iPixel Color. Looks like connection is very easy. Came right up, showed me the right option. So it looks like we can type in whatever we want. That is so cool. All right, so inside of the features here, we have text. You can set it to rolling, snowflake, have it basically fill in the boxes. That's gonna be a little bit harder with the longer words. Looks like you have a whole bunch of different hotspot emotes you can download. And look, it has a double setup. So if you have 2 different ones next to each other, they can make eyes or wings or, I mean, guys, this is a pretty well built app. I mean, this is working smooth. The clarity on these Really surprising for how small it is. Then, of course, you have an ever useful clock. Check it out. It is Saturday, 12/28. Yeah, if you're looking for something cool to get yourself, custom cool setup, put a nice clock up on the wall. I mean, that is unique. Honestly, I love the exposed look. I wouldn't even build it into something. I just like how cool that looks right there. So sticking with the light theme for a minute, I always thought these were really neat. I had some really cheap, dumbed down versions of these from Temu probably about a year and a half ago. Honestly, back then, you couldn't even find anything this advanced on Temu. So guys, Temu is changing. The quality is changing and the prices are not changing much. All right, so this is the LED pixel display inside. You have a USB-A to USB-C cable. Pretty basic inside. You do have a user manual here. I imagine this is going to be somewhat similar without the remote control. It does have a built-in kickstand right here. Just bring it out, set it in the back, and you are good to go. Appears to have about a 3-foot USB Type-C cable with it. Oh, see that? That is crisp. That looks way cool. I hope the camera picks up how cool. Actually, in the overhead camera, it looks like you can see some refresh rates. Let's see if the other camera gets it better. Because this image is crazy stable and looks really, really smooth. The pixel displays are just kind of crazy looking. The quality you get without quality, it's weird. It's a quality because every color is going to be so uniquely perfect. But yet, obviously, it's pixel art. You're not going to get high definition images. Honestly, pretty similar connection to the last unit. Looks like you just open it up. It's going to be there. Click a button, and off you go. Looks like we have a whole bunch of different options. Let's test the countdown. Ah, how cool is that? Have it set up in the kitchen, use it as a timer. Obviously, there's no audio coming from it. You can do full custom drawing in here. That's definitely different than the other one. As you can see, it populates directly as the phone shows. So the preset options for the pixel display are a little bit smaller. Obviously, you can add your own images into it, kind of like these, showing different symbols like battery life, charging, countdown, timers, clocks. Those are all built in. And you can do text as well. Let's test that out. It does have speed control as well right here. We'll crank the speed up. Yeah, these are actually a lot cooler than I expected. I'm very happy that I ordered these. These are probably gonna end up somewhere in here. I really didn't expect either of these to work as good as they did, but guys, I've said this since the beginning, Temu continuously surprises me. Yeah, so on top of being 20 centimeters square, on the back you also have two mounts. You can mount this right to the wall, or you have a stand right here. Looks like you have some different presets right here on the side if you click this button here. Both of these, highly recommend. All right, coming up next, we have the Superpower Turbofan, 13,000 RPM, 52 meters per second, high speed, brushless motor. I have seen this thing on Temu for the last year. I've avoided ordering it because I thought it was gonna be horrible. But it's time. It's time to check it out. And we have one right here from Alpha Turbofan. This one was about 90 bucks. This in here, about 30. This thing is pretty impressive. So we'll do a quick showcase on how fast it can blow this box off the table. Pretty quick. So I'm very curious to see how this version 1.0 Super Turbofan from Temu works. First off, very, very similar in size. This one's got the square aesthetic, nice bright colors. Actually very similar all around. Same buttons. Looks like on the bottom we have another battery monitor, just like the other one. These are almost identical. I wonder if it's the same company that makes them. So you can see right here, it charges with 5 volt, 2 amp, 3000 milliamp hour battery. Also has a removable prop head here. All right, now for our next test, we will compare, see how awesome it is. Oh, Temu one is stronger, like noticeably more wind. I wish I had a better way to test how much flow was coming out of these. Unfortunately, I don't. I'm sorry about that. Let's try this box sitting on its side. Fan number 2. Wow. Okay, that's pretty awesome. Now, I imagine this one is going to be very similar to the one that I've had for a while. If you're running it at full power fan mode, the battery is not going to last very long, but that is impressive. This thing is 30 bucks. This in here was like 70 to 90. I can't quite remember. Very, very impressive. I've seen these around. I honestly thought they would be horrible, but totally worth picking up. Now, a couple other quick things. On the back here, you have these 3 blue lights. If you click, Now you're going to be in medium power mode. And if this works like the other one click on the switch is going to turn it on and it's going to stay on. In high power mode, you have to hold the switch for it to stay on. And of course, you also have low power mode, one click, and it stays on as well. Pretty awesome, highly recommend. Again, these things are great for dusting out computers, but keep in mind, a lot of air comes out of these. Do not get too close to components. There is a chance you can damage your computer. Guys, we are on a roll today. So we have an awesome light, two other awesome lights, pixel wall art displays, crazy powerful turbo fan. Maybe I should have shown this stuff off before Christmas, but hey, never too late to treat yourself. Coming up next is not nearly as exciting. This was supposed to be a robot. I did not fully read the description. Apparently this does not come with any of the controllers to make said robot work. As you can see right here, it does come with 6 of these MG996R. These are actuators that are going to rotate back and forth, and they're going to connect to a central 3-pin circuit board. My biggest problem with this whole setup is, well, one, I don't have a controller. There's no way to actually make this work. Problem 2, that's all that came with it. There is no instructions, and I think this was around 40 bucks. So here's what I'm gonna do. If you live in the United States, if you know how to work on these robots, and you want this thing, let me know down below. I will send you this for free. It's gotta be inside the US. Sorry guys, shipping outside is pretty expensive. But if you want it and you know how to use it, again, it's free. The only thing I ask is that once you get it working, send me a picture. Now, of course, I will share the link down below for those who might be interested in taking a look at it, but it doesn't come with any instructions. It has no controller board. Really neat idea, but unfortunately, I didn't read far enough, so no good use for it for me other than to give it to one of you guys. All right, now we're coming into the potential scam category of this video. So for anybody who watches Linus Tech Tips and all that, you guys have probably seen plenty of videos about this type of stuff. So this is a 2 terabyte M.2 portable SSD for $20. The problem with that, you can't even buy an enclosure for $20. What do I mean by enclosure? I mean the case to put your own drive in. The average price for a 2 terabyte M.2 drive is going to run you around 130 bucks for an off-brand, 150 for a decent brand. So there is almost no possible way this is actually 2 terabytes. Now, that said, this memory card right here also states, if we can get it close, 2 terabytes. A micro SD card that is 2 terabytes, we'll throw one up on the screen, but there is no way they're gonna be $12. This one here, I can no longer find the link to, so I'm not gonna be able to post that down below. But these are scams you guys have to watch out for with storage. The general scam is that if you go to plug this into your computer, it's going to show 2 terabytes. It will let you try to copy over 2 terabytes worth of files. But usually, these are a much smaller drive. They're gonna be extremely slow. So it's gonna take you forever to fill it up. But really what it does is once it gets past the 64 or 128 gigabytes that's actually in this, it's going to delete the files and just keep copying and never tell you. So when you go back thinking, oh, I'm just gonna pull the files off my drive, they're all gonna be corrupted because they're gonna have been deleted. All right, guys, so right here on the left side, you guys can see the drive is populated as a 1.9 terabyte drive. Seems pretty good so far, right? Over here on the right, this is the actual drive open. Let's go ahead and drop a test file in. Let's get an idea on the transfer speeds. (20.4 megabits per second). Now, so right now we're pulling in less than 10 megabits per second. So to put that in comparison, right here, this drive right here on the left side of the screen is now my actual M.2 drive in my computer. Let's copy it to that and see how it goes. 600 megabits per second average. Okay, so we already know that it's horrible. Now, let's go take it apart and let's see exactly what is inside of this thing. I guarantee you it's nowhere near 2 terabytes and it is nowhere near USB or M.2 speeds. All right, so if I'm being completely honest, I will never use this. This is horribly slow for any type of storage medium, and I don't see any good way to take this apart, so I'm not gonna be very nice to it. I will say it's built pretty strong. I had to smash it quite a few times. Well, guys, this doesn't look like any M.2 drive I have ever tried. Unfortunately, I can't find any actual numbers on this chip, but from what I could tell, this is actually way worse than I expected. This is less than 50 gigabytes in actual. If you guys can find a better information on this chip here, let me know. Feel free to post it down below. I will pin the comment. But this kind of scammer junk is not just on Temu. This is on Amazon. This is on eBay. This crap is all over the place. Worst yet, on Amazon, this stuff can even be featured for sale. So seriously, guys, if it seems too good to be true when it comes to storage, it usually is. I ran a really quick test on this 2 terabyte micro SD card. Now, I don't know if you guys can see it, but even the imaging on there looks fake. It looks like somebody actually made this in Photoshop real quick and printed it out. So just always be wary. If you see something that's 2 terabytes, 1 terabyte, and it's 80 to 90% below the rest, guys, do not buy it. It is junk. All right, guys, we are here to pick the winner for the Sanware GT earbuds. These are $500 earbuds that we're giving away right now, shipped anywhere in the world directly to you. It looks like we have 56 comments in total. Let's pick a winner. All right, the winner of the giveaway is Ultimate Bubs. The beginning of this video was very ASMR, was the comment. Guys, make sure to always try to get in these giveaways if it's something useful to you. On that note, thanks for sticking around to the end. I appreciate you guys, and we will see you on the next one.